Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vidIQ live stream. My name is Dan, and I'm so excited to see you today because we are going to be taking a look at your channels. I'm filling in for Rob. He filled in for me last week. I'm filling in for him this week, although he might, who knows, he might pop in at some point. We hope he does. You are all here because you are creating YouTube channels and you're looking to put something out into the world. We are here because we want to help you do just that. I say we because there are a couple people joining, such as Jeff. Jeff is here. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for being here. And we also have Travis joining us. How's it going?
Hey, we're here to do all the cool things, hopefully help you all grow on YouTube.
Yes, that is how this live stream basically works. Every week, we're going to take a look at some of your channels. The forms are down below for you to submit, and then we'll be randomly picking throughout the live stream. But don't let me explain all this. How about a quick 1-minute tutorial?
Welcome to the vidIQ channel audit live stream, where we review your YouTube channels. To submit your channel for review, make sure to fill out the right form linked in the video description. Note that we clear these forms after every live stream, so make sure to resubmit the following week. Channel audits are free, so please don't send us a super chat or spam us in a chat expecting a review. If there are alternative ways to get picked for an audit, we will let you know during the live stream. If we don't get around to reviewing your channel today, vidIQ has a channel audit tool working 24/7 with you. Make sure to download our tools and use the 30-day free trial using the link in the video description. If you submit your channel for review, expect the following. We are sharing nothing more than our knowledge, experience and passion as fellow YouTube creators. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our moderators who do a phenomenal job every single week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As for all of you, well, thumbs up if you enjoy this live stream, subscribe if you love it, and if you know of a fellow creator who may find all of this stuff useful, please do share it with them. And with all of that being said, let's start auditing your channels.
At vidIQ, we are not just a channel auditing service, but we also have an entire suite of tools. If you download our Chrome or Firefox extension, authenticate your channel, you have access with even the free version to all kinds of incredible tools, such as daily ideas, where you can get up to 50 video ideas that are catered to your specific channel. You can get 50 ideas a day if you are on our Boost plan. So please do check that out. The link is down below to get 30 days free of all of our tools if you're a new customer. And we'll be talking a little bit more about our tools and services a little bit later on. Are you guys ready to audit the first channel?
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right. We're going to check out the first channel that managed to submit on our non-gaming form. It is rcole, I believe, maybe. They're over 1,000 subscribers, and they look to be a fitness channel. We'll start with Travis. What are you seeing?
Yeah, so then that is the question, like what exactly is the kind of the value proposition? Let's see. Is it workout? This isn't in English either, so it's a little hard to kind of gather. So the street workout, and then there's one with just a face with some stars. I don't really know what that's all about. And then there's regress. So yeah, I mean, it's not painfully clear what's going on here. And I think all you have to do is go to another workout channel and then look at their homepage, and it's going to be real obvious what they are. This one, not so much for me. Now, having said that, every so often they get a good video off that performs okay for the channel. But yeah, you look at any of this stuff and you can see right off the bat, you know exactly what you're getting into. And yeah, I think for me, these are more obvious. And if you're not obvious when someone's scrolling by, they might just think, oh, it's just some normal video and scroll right by it and not even think about it, even though the content itself might be a great match for them.
Absolutely. I'm noticing the thumbnails have this unique kind of style to them that, unfortunately for YouTube thumbnails, isn't great because we're seeing a lot of like darkness, like the sky is really dark. It's kind of hard to make out the faces of the people on the channel. So I think the brightness in the thumbnails could be just that alone could be pulled up quite a bit. The saturation as well. In the thumbnails we just looked at for 5-minute pull-ups, it's playing in the background and I can't get to stop. You guys can't hear that, right?
No.
Okay, let me just mute that. So in the 5-minute pull-up search we did, you'll notice the biggest thing I'm noticing is that the framing is really good on the subject, but also the colors on these thumbnails are super vibrant. Every single thing in the thumbnail pops. and we're not seeing that on the Hero channel. It's kind of, it almost looks like the effect you put on a video, like an artistic effect, is also being brought into the thumbnails, and so it's hard to kind of like get these to pop off the screen, and that's going to be really important.
Yeah, 100%, man. And that's one thing. And this is for, hey, everybody in chat, if you guys are listening, what Dan just showed you was what everybody should be doing before they come up with a thumbnail for whatever video you're making. So whatever video you're making, it could be, a walkthrough of a certain video game level. It could be a review of a car. It could be, 10-minute push-ups, whatever it is, search it and see what's actually getting clicks right now. We call it thumbnail research at a very fundamental level, but look at what's actually getting clicked. And this will give you a better idea of what your thumbnail should look like in that space, in that niche, or for that particular keyword. So make sure you guys are doing that. I'm speaking to everybody in the chat right now.
So there you go. That is the first channel that managed to submit. Every week we take the very first channels that managed to submit on both forums. And I say both forums because there is a second forum. We have one just specifically for gaming channels because we get so many gaming channels that submit. This one also has over 1,000 subscribers. They are called This Is Cool Games. Excuse me. I will get started with this one, I guess, because it's always thrown to me with gaming channels. But curious to get your thoughts as well. So they say they are a GTA 5 channel in the banner. It almost took me a minute. The graphics on GTA 5 have gotten so good, I almost thought this was a real person.
Right. That's Dr. Dre from one of the more recent updates. That's what it is.
So they are updating this banner too, alongside the game, which is, perhaps, which is kind of cool. So they're asking you to subscribe for weekly videos, and it does look like they're uploading more than weekly. I would say almost daily. They're kind of bouncing between shorts and long form content. And it's kind of interesting. So they've taken a short here and they've taken a longer version of it. So how I play GTA 5 after seeing Top Gun Maverick. And you've basically made the same exact video, just a shorter vertical version of it. So
that's cool though.
Yeah. It's kind of what we get. Maybe there's some epic music that I wouldn't want to play just in case for copyright. Right. If we click on the video, I love
the idea.
Yeah. A little more of an intro there. Resolution's better.
It's just a cool idea because you're looking on the trend of Top Gun, of course, new movie and everything, and you can connect it to GTA's, the jets and stuff in the game. I think it's a great idea for video. I think the idea is awesome.
Yeah, I do too. The only thing I would say differently, like just in terms of the thumbnail, the only thing I would have done differently rather is I would have taken your character that you have here that's front and center. I would have done a split screen with them and Tom Cruise, both sitting in a jet. So them, Tom Cruise. And that would have just kind of helped visually with people understanding that you're mimicking something from the film. So overall, really cool way to like use a video game to jump on a trend. And what's crazy is the view count here. This was, or not the view count, the upload date was just 2 days ago. So is the movie out yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
hasn't been out that long though, so good timing.
Yeah,
but nice if it was earlier. It'd been nice if they had done it. But the context of the video is that after seeing it, you could have done something like after seeing the trailer, which might have been kind of fun. But still, timing's still not bad. Like it's still within the interest kind of peak.
Yeah. So ignoring the shorts for a minute, because I think it's an interesting strategy to take some of your long form content and try to literally make the same video in short form. Some of your shorts are popping off. So this is a really cool strategy that you're implementing here. I don't have enough experience to say whether or not that's a great idea. I think you should keep trying that. I will say that some of the concepts for your videos are, in terms of entertainment, I can see the value. I can see that you're trying to do things and getting yourself into trouble. I think the thumbnails you're choosing are, they while simple in the way you set them up, just lack a little bit of excitement. Lack that, like, I guess the stakes, like NPCs kicked my ass, where like the thumbnail is mimicking the title and that's fine, but it's like, could you have done something to really up the stakes on what if it was you surrounded by NPCs, right? Like looking at some of the different like GTA Online thumbnails, kind of see what I mean. Like there's, not only are they a bit I guess,
they're more
clear.
GTA-ish in a way.
Yes,
Yeah.
they feel more GTA-ish. That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah, and that could be, it depends on exactly like what you're trying to get out of it. Like if you are trying to get a wider range of people to watch that are not just in the GTA but maybe in the movie and stuff, then yeah, you might go something that looks a little bit more realistic. If you're trying to get the GTA crowd that might come back more often to your videos, you might want to make it more like a GTA kind of thing. Now, by the way, this is not to say your thumbnail is bad or anything like that. It's just other ways of looking at how to make a thumbnail, especially if it doesn't work like super well.
Yeah, because I think with titles, you're trying a lot of, browse based titles that I think would do pretty well. It's just, I think the thumbnail pairing now it's just each thumbnail could just use a little bit more oomph. They could be punched up just a little bit. But overall, I like what I'm seeing. I don't know, Jeff, if you have any final thoughts.
No, not really. I agree. It needs a little more pop.
Yeah. Here's one example that I would give you before we move on. So WTF, this is broken in GTA Online. If you're going to go for a title like this, the thumbnail needs to give a little bit more, in my opinion. So having just a character kind of saying shh is a thumbnail, but it doesn't, we're not implying anything with it. Where you say something is broken, but you're not showing me anything that looks broken. So that's the kind of balance I would like to see with your titles and thumbnails. Give them a little something. You got to give them a taste of what they're going to get when they click on the video.
Yeah, 100% agree. All
right, we'll move on to the next channel. Somebody pre-select this. Which one was it?
That was me.
That was you. Tell us about Duty's Lego Technic Creations.
It looked pretty cool. I thought Jeff might get a kick out of it too because it's Lego stuff. And the thing that caught me off guard, like that latest thumbnail just looks so real from kind of a stepping away scenario that I was surprised that it was a Lego. Like I thought that was dope. He put it right in with grass. So you'll notice it's not like the other ones are almost like in a photo area, like where you're setting your photos up and stuff. The other one was like, let me put this thing where it really lives. And that just really stuck out to me. It looks like it's their first video back. They've been off for a long time. So 10 months and then 1 month ago. I would love to see them do a lot more content more often. All these videos have done well. Of course, they are older, so they had time to grow. But man, that first one, that is, I really dig that idea. And if they continue to do these, do more like that.
The editing is on point. And so quick little intro, we get a taste of what you're going to show us. And I'm guessing, let me listen to it real quick. It's all music. There's no VO in these videos. You're getting a little bit of captioning at the bottom, but it's okay. I don't think it calls for that. The talent for this channel is in the builds that you're doing, and you may not need to do VO for this sort of thing. I'm guessing the reason you don't have a lot of content is because you just like these take a long time. That's my only guess. Otherwise, yeah, I think this channel would easily be well over 10,000 subscribers. If not way more, if they were more, if they're uploading more regularly.
Yeah. I thought it was, I think so. Actually, before we get into this, I just saw something in chat I thought was really interesting. He said, do you guys judge a video by the thumbnail or do you care? If the thumbnail's horrible, would you still watch it if the content is what you love? How would you know? If the thumbnail's horrible and you scroll by it because it's not good and you don't click it, how would you know the content's good?
Exactly.
You never get past the thumbnail. You can't get past the thumbnail because you have to remember most videos, because they're shown on the homepage, you're competing against not only your own niche, but other niches. And if your thumbnail doesn't stand out and people don't click it, it doesn't matter if you have the best video on YouTube, period. End of story. It's irrelevant.
Yep.
So it is important.
Everybody thinks that their videos are the most amazing, or they'll say stuff like, yeah, my videos are way better than other people in my niche. Cool story. But if their thumbnails are better, guess who's going to win? Guess who's going to win? 9 times out of 10. So it's packaging. That's what it comes down to. Title and thumbnail is your packaging. And if your packaging isn't on point because you feel like your video content is better than theirs, they're going to win. So you got to start taking that seriously.
Yeah. I mean, with a lot of products out there, because of unboxing channels, I personally blame unboxing channels for this. Products have gone out of their way to make for nice unboxing experience. They physically, they want their packaging to be awesome. Apple was probably a pioneer here, where you open this box and it's everything inside the box is very nice and clean. It's not just like wires and an iPad thrown in there. Everything just has its place, you know, and packaging is like in the physical world, people see the value in having a nice box, right? So it's just as important when it comes to YouTube thumbnails. Your videos are on a shelf in a store. Think of it that way. Don't think about packaging from Amazon in a brown box. That's what some channels we see are doing. They're not taking their thumbnails seriously. You need to consider that these are on a shelf full of other videos with really nice packaging. Nobody knows that the editing of this video is spectacular if the thumbnail sucks and no one clicks on it.
Yep.
So just to repeat what you guys said, but not as well. Any other thoughts on this channel? It's hard to the only advice I have is see if you can upload more. See if you can find some time.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Consistency is going to be a big move here for them to help improve them, because if they can do it at this upload pace and still gain over 1,000 subs, it shows that the quality of the content and the topic are things that people want to see, and the thumbnails are working. So now what they have to work on more than anything else, so like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is going to be upload. They set a schedule, whether it's once a month, whether it's twice a month, 3 times a month, whatever's going to work for you, but really getting into that flow, showing up is such a massive thing on YouTube, and that's going to be the next step for them, because it looks like they already have a lot of the fundamentals down. So it's really about showing up on a consistent basis, and that way you can start gaining momentum on YouTube.
A couple of final thoughts here before we move on. I think one thing, if you're struggling to get some more content, you seem to be doing videos that are very short and they show the finished product. You could show this product being built in a separate video. You know what I mean? So you could say, you could do the photo shoot in the same video, but then what you can do, so let's say you build these and it takes a long time. Get some footage of you building it, right? Set up a video where it's just you building. And then maybe what you can do is once you have 4 or 5 of them, you can string the finished product together in, you know, all the vehicles are pre-built and you are just going to go on a tour of these, like your latest 5 builds. So you're not showing building, you're showing finished products. And maybe you can kind of categorize them. So farming vehicles, right? So I'm noticing this trend. You have a farming vehicle here. This is not a farming vehicle, but any kind of utility that looks like one. Any kind of utility vehicle. Then you have racing, you know, and you have buses. So you could be making a supercut of all the buses you built in the year, and then all the racing vehicles you built. So you do these nice photo shoot style videos. It could give you just a few more videos a year, you know, which that alone would be helpful. But I think ultimately what this channel needs is an injection of like new videos.
Yeah, 100%.
So Viper, who's not here today, ran a bit of a contest on Twitter to help audit a channel. And this was the tweet. If this were a thumbnail, what would the name of the video be? I might be able to convince Rob to give the best reply at Channel Audit next week. And he did convince us to give this channel, the winning channel, a review. So do be sure you're following on Twitter so you can get in on stuff like this. Grow with Angie said KFC spicy wings or Chinese food. You can't tell the difference.
Wow. That's actually not a bad one. That's actually not bad.
So despite Grow with Angie not needing our help, we're going to audit your channel. So here's Grow with Angie, another channel over 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations to you. It looks like they are
homesteading.
Homesteading, not only farming. We got chickens. I'm trying to see what else we have here.
Chicken shorts.
Chicken shorts. What's a chicken short like? I want to know.
I don't know. What's a chicken short?
An egg is coming. Everyone pay attention. Well, you'll need to watch for yourself to see
to find out what happens.
Nice.
I like the way that short started. That was, you know, the second you get in, you see a chicken, which is already enough, but now you're like, an egg is coming. So, I have to stick around to the end. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, and with shorts, you absolutely need to be retention conscious.
Absolutely. Let's look at the latest video here. So buying a cheap grow light from Amazon, does it work? So we're doing product reviews for the actual thing that you're kind of passionate about, right? So you're passionate about growing plants, things like that. I think I saw somewhere it said hydroponics, if I looked at the about or somewhere like that. So you're growing plants indoors, and there's a lot of products that come with that. Is this a good strategy for Angie?
Yeah. So what else does she have? What's like our most popular videos? Just out of
Oh
curiosity.
yeah, let's take a look. It looks like this is a bit of a theme here.
Tech trap, indoor garden, how to use Uncle Jim's worm factory. So we got a little bit of insect stuff. We got the indoor garden, and then shorts, which I kind of don't look at for something like this. Dirty truth about harvest. Whatever iHarvest is, it's done pretty well on the channel as well.
Yeah.
More indoor insect trap stuff that did well. So it seems like it's iHarvest, insect traps, insect things seem to do pretty well on her channel. So something to consider. I mean, obviously, as part of homesteading stuff, you're going to have insects. So maybe a series on good insects versus bad insects, and how you can use specific types to your advantage. There's the worm factory again. So like there's some very distinct topics that are working well for this channel.
Yeah. You know what's kind of interesting is this insect trap. And you mentioned all the different insect kind of like videos that seem to be doing really well. I wonder if the reason this video is the top viewed video is because having insects in your home is like a universal problem. That's not exclusive to somebody who's growing their own fruits and vegetables. That's, I have to deal with insects in my home, right? So it's like, oh, I kind of need something for that. And you might have attracted an audience beyond your general audience. You might have gotten a lot of people in there who were just, not looking to grow their own food, but could use that kind of help. Now, I'm not saying that's either a good thing or a bad thing, just something to kind of keep note of. What kind of people are watching my videos? Mr.
Yeah, I
Stacky
agree.
Planter. Yeah. So the videos in recent weeks that are not doing as well would be these like stackable planters and things like that. Things that are very specific to somebody who has the space and the desire to, set up something similar to what you have, like growing plants at home. So that's, I think, what I was going to say, sorry, I keep getting distracted. What I was going to say was that looking up other channels that are doing similar things is what I would be doing to kind of see where the audience's head is at. Like, are these types of products people are searching for? Or are there other things like insect traps and things like that that are a little more universal? Maybe you can kind of like spread your wings a little bit and go into those,
so to speak.
Yes, go into those areas. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
No, man,
All
she's
right.
doing great.
I think so too. This is awesome. Gardening for Beginners Q&A. For your live streams, my advice with Livestream Thumbnails, and I think, Jeff, you would tend to agree here, different thumbnails for live streams. And I think ones that relate a little bit more to the title. So Gardening for Beginners, I think like having you sitting there with a microphone, yes, that's what it's going to look like when we get into the video, but it does nothing about the thumbnail you've created here and used a couple times says gardening,
Right.
So that's going to be a little bit of a tougher sell because it doesn't, it looks like just like an ad for a podcast or something. And we don't really get excited about the subject at hand, which is gardening for beginners. So keep that in mind. And also I would recommend kind of tinkering the thumbnails, treat them like videos, because once they're done, you are leaving them up as videos on your channel and people will absolutely be willing to go back and watch these. All right.
Cool.
We'll
Next
move
up.
on to Big Ken Talks. Who picked this one?
I think that was Travis.
Oh, I think I did too.
Sorry,
I
meant
like
to-
the idea behind it. I like the
meant to
idea behind it. 'Cause
swap
I think
your
it's a
space.
movie channel. At least that's what they said in the thing. There was a movie review channel. But it looks like they're trying to do a little bit of everything, like nerd culture and stuff, according to the banner there. A mixture of shorts and regular form content. And again, I always kind of wonder, like, when there's such a mixture of shorts and regular form content, like which are you more passionate about? Obviously, their shorts tend to do better than their longer range stuff. I literally just started watching this Rescue Rangers Chip and Dale thing the other day. One of my friend's house. And he started it up. I'm like, well, I don't want to watch this. It's actually really funny. It's actually really, they dunk on, it's a very meme movie. It's actually really good. It's on Disney Plus. I'm shocked at how good it is, and I'm only halfway through. Anyway, Yeah. So, I think again, you have to look at it like this: like, what's your end goal? If you're doing a bunch of Hulk versus Avengers, I mean, I don't understand how the thumbnail is the same on all of these shorts. Like, what is that?
Yeah, what are we
Is
getting?
the video exactly the same? That's way too long of an intro on a short.
Yeah. And I don't know, I can't see the differences in like the shots too. I'm not sure what we're, maybe
I
it's
don't understand
looping.
what's
1.6, 1.7.
Yeah, I don't get the point of this. So
Yeah.
I would rethink this.
And you're still kind of doing the same exact video over and over and over again, just about like it's just a little bit different, and then it just kind of rotates through this.
I would not even understand what did I just watch. Like, what did I learn?
Right.
I think he's scoring one side from the other. Maybe he's actually talking over it, but it's not very. Yeah, I would completely rethink the strategy here. But listen, some of them get good views. I just think they're not converting at all for subs, is my guess. Because you don't know what you're getting at the end. After you're done watching it, you're kind of like, okay, what did I just watch, and why would I subscribe to it? But the Jurassic World, the review, the 5,000 views in 3 days is great, especially for the size of the channel. Perfect timing for something like that. And now he's talking to you. It makes sense. This seems like he's going to review it. He's got a nice image there. Like, this makes more sense to me. And it seems that the shorts are done by someone who's just trying to figure out how YouTube works. And this feels like something that's someone who kind of knows how YouTube works. So I would actually drop the shorts. I understand that that's where you're getting views right now, but I don't think they're doing anything for you. It just makes your number go up, but it's not doing anything. Whereas, that longer one with 5,000 views in 3 days, that's great. It's better than most of your shorts. You should be concentrating on stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah. My thoughts.
I completely agree. And it's partially because I don't get it. I don't get the shorts, and I don't think it sounds like none of us do. So if there's something there that we're missing, I guess you could take that into account. But I mean, a lot of these, you've uploaded them and they've sat for days and not done as well as some of the other ones. Some of them gotten a few thousand views here and there. But I feel like your graph on some of these, even the more successful ones, probably looks like it shoots straight up for a while and then it goes flat and then it never finds a home ever again. So your shorts should find life after their initial spike, after that initial introduction to the audience. They should continue to have life after that. It's not going to be as abrupt as like the first spike, but in my experience, a successful short doesn't do anything. Then it spikes. That's YouTube testing it with an audience. And then it kind of flatlines for a bit and then it finds a home and it just kind of rides and cruises for a bit and collects views over a long period of time. And it doesn't look like your older shorts are doing that. So YouTube is testing these in front of an audience, getting a similar response every time, and then stopping in its tracks every single time. So I don't think you're developing like a community, like fandom around these edits. I don't think that's what's happening here. I think they're just kind of getting tested in front of some new people and falling flat. Are they growing your regular videos though? Because your other videos here were in the hundreds of views, and I mean, this one got over 1,000. Your latest Let's Talk video has over 5,000. So maybe the fact that these are going out is introducing people to your channel and YouTube testing your long form content with those people. Or maybe Jurassic World is just a more interesting, like trendy movie right now, and you jumped on it at the right time. It's impossible to say, but looking at your channel from this perspective, I'm confused. really confused. So more of these 100%. All right, shall we move on to the next channel? It is Gus Hallgarten, I believe. I think this was Jeff.
Yeah. This one was one of my picks here. But yeah, so it looks like Gus. One of the things. Well, first things first, I would probably, because it seems to be a very motorcycle based type of channel, that I would probably make sure that reflects in your banner at some point, just to make sure that people know they kind of landed in the right place. Because you're telling us your name in weekly uploads. It's like that. It's not really selling me on anything here. So whatever it is, if you're just motorcycle lifestyle, if you're racing, are you doing motorcycle maintenance? I've seen channels for each of those types of topics. Let me know what that is. But aside from that, seem to be doing fairly decently for a channel of this size, both shorts and with some long form content as well. I think one of the things that and just like any channel who is just getting started, the thumbnails obviously need a bit of work. So just like I told some of the other channels before, they really, really do need to start paying attention to what other channels in this space, in their niche and competitive channels, what are they doing? What do their thumbnails look like, to start getting an idea of what can really work well for you, especially when it comes to this particular space. And then also a bit of content strategy. Start looking at what are the types of videos that people want to see from you, so you can start kind of leaning into that direction.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at the thumbnails, and one that jumped out at me was this one. So aliens and UFOs in Roswell, New Mexico. So you got a motorcycle, you got an alien staring at a motorcycle. I feel like what I'm looking at right here should have been the entire thumbnail, but instead we zoomed out and then added stuff because it was kind of negative space. And so you have like 5 different elements here pulling the focus away from an otherwise pretty creative thumbnail.
Yeah.
So simplifying your thumbnails is the first step. And also text that's hard to read. Even though it's bold, it's, unless I zoom in and cows on the road, the color of the text is the same as like the background almost. So it's just kind of blending into the building.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle is the hero here. And like you did it well here, nice and big, but it's so tiny.
Yeah, I agree. And this is just the same thing I learned on my own when I was taking product shot pictures, because that's sort of what he's doing here, but with a motorcycle, is you need a clean background. Whether it's a brick wall, whether it's a black fence, whether it's grass or sky, when you have that cleanish slate behind it and you want to add text, it makes it far more legible and it makes it pop a lot more. So that's one of the things to think about when you're going to take that picture. I would do like you did with that KX250 walk around, where it's out on the field and you got the grass. It makes it much easier to see when you put text on there versus some of the other ones. So, and then if anything, also adding a stroke to the text if possible, where you got the outline around each letter to kind of help it stand out against the background a little bit more. That could also help. But just something to think about. But I would really be paying attention to other channels in the motorcycle space, because there's some amazing channels out there when you look at, this stuff, and all kinds of, there's dirt bikes, there's road bikes, there's street bikes, and there's so much different content strategy and styles behind it that you could really start learning what's working in some of those spaces and apply it to yourself.
Yeah. I want to talk about a couple missed opportunities here too. Ran into mad cows on the road is this video here. And you opted for animated cows in a town. I want to see the footage of you facing off with the cows like this. I want to see it on the road. There's some cows. Like, putting my cursor on this video, I'm getting a more compelling thumbnail than when I just see what you've created, which is objectively adorable, but no real cows. Like, I think the value of this video would have been communicated so much better if you had opted for motorcycle handlebars in the foreground, cows in the background. And that's it. That's your thumbnail. So again, it's about giving people kind of a taste of what they're going to get. And it's kind of like it's an interesting thing, right? You saw something interesting while you were on the road. It's worth watching the video to see what went down. Did the cows stop you from crossing? Did you get a lot of footage of them? Someone who loves that kind of stuff would absolutely click on that. So don't like miss those opportunities when it comes to creating your titles and your thumbnails and creating a really compelling argument for clicking your video. Like Bad Rec, you used an arrow, but with all the lights, the time of day, everything going on, that arrow does not tell me anything. Like, I should be able to see just a little bit of a taste of what's gonna, what you're trying to show me. It's blurry. It's just it's that kind of thing. Like, you must have better shots in the actual video, and you certainly do. So I would be using more of those to create your thumbnails. Use like the best shot you can.
Yep.
So I want to talk a little bit. We're getting really close to random selection. We just cruised through those channels today. But before we do, I want to talk a little bit about our newest service here at vidIQ, which is vidIQ Max. And specifically, we want to give a couple of shout outs here, a couple honorable mentions to people who have been seeing a lot of success already as new vidIQ Max customers. So this is from John in this Discord. This was just posted the other day. Seeing some massive subscriber growth here. 611 subscribers now. They're an average of 37 concurrent viewers during their live streams. 6% of my audience coming every day. I don't know if it's the thumbnails, but I'm definitely seeing a spike here. So they were also talking earlier about how they've kind of been changing up their thumbnail strategy. This is all from the advice of people like Jeff and Travis and Alexi, the coaches of our vidIQ Max program. I have a few examples here to show, but anything we want to say about John?
Yeah, so John does a lot of live streaming, right, Travis, if I remember correctly?
Yeah.
And he had a lot of that thumbnail wallpaper happening with a bunch of his live streams across his channel. And one of the things that we had pointed out was that he should start differentiating those live streams and making it so that there's no confusion. Like you think you saw one, you've seen them all, to where now he's going after specific topics and making the thumbnails reflect that. And that way there's never any confusion or where you think, oh, I've seen this one already. No, you haven't, because this is a different one. This is a different video. Even if they have some similarity, even the wording's going to be different, where you see boring strategies, or you see pick your battles, or rock the rack, or reality check. So you're starting to see a differentiation in there, and that's made a big difference in the replay value and the clickability for some of his live streams.
Yeah, like 30% new subscriber growth in the last 30 days for a small up-and-coming creator. That's amazing. What else do we got?
So Journey just posted this today to you, in fact. I don't know if it's too late, but I've definitely had success. I've reached 1,000 subscribers. I am monetized, and my analytics are the strongest they've ever been. 10% click-through rate for the channel, over 1,000 watch hours in the last month. It used to be around 300 or 400, and I gained 250 subs last month. It's been exciting. This is somebody who went from hobbyist YouTuber to now fully monetized YouTube channel.
Yeah,
how long have they been in the program?
Incredible.
Do you know?
Almost since the beginning. I mean, it's been
Journey's
all
an
this
OG.
year. Journey's OG, and we really love Journey a lot. Giving incredible advice in the Discord. Also, by the way, to other creators that are coming in. Journey's so incredibly helpful. We love Journey.
Yep.
Yes, these are happening. These are conversations happening in our Discord, full of creators who are part of this program, who are sharing their experiences. A lot of really valuable advice shared beyond just the coaches in the program. Another channel that we wanted to point out real quick and give a quick shout out to was JJ Speedruns, who is over 100 subscribers. But look at the views they're getting on some of their top videos from just the last couple of weeks. They've been playing with their title and thumbnail strategy with fantastic success.
Insane stuff. For a channel of under 200 subscribers, you should not be hitting thousands of views a week. Like, that's incredible. Look at this. How many videos in the last 4 weeks they've had over 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4 videos in the past month, over 1,000, over 1,500 views. I mean, come on. That's incredible growth. Incredible.
Yes. So JJ Speedruns, again, taking the advice of you guys, putting it to practice, seeing results. This channel will likely be monetized very, very soon. I'm sure it
won't take long.
This number is going to climb quickly. And by the way, if you're wondering, well, how does this all work? You guys, Travis and Jeff, and also with Alexi, have 2 a month at least conversations with the vidIQ Max users. So you guys are going in there and giving a presentation. There's Q&A. So you get that, you get your questions answered. And then you also, not only do you do more than just 2 promised ones a month, you also bring in guests like Ian Corzine.
Yep. This week, Ian's coming, and he's going to tell us all about copyright. We have a lot of questions that come in, even in the chat, for the live stream about copyright. And we just wanted to go to a lawyer, a guy who knows what's going on. So he's coming and he's going to give a speech this Thursday with the vidIQ Max team. We're super excited. Everyone who is a part of that is going to be able to watch and learn all the things on Thursday.
Yeah, we go past like the 2 sessions a month for sure, but we're also in the private Discord server, so we're answering questions in there. So people, asking questions, all day long, all hours and stuff, and we get in there and we're making sure. But like I said, it isn't just us. So the community inside the vidIQ Max Discord server is amazing. Journey's in there. We've got more than her. More than him or her. I'm not sure, but we've got some amazing creators nonetheless in there that are helping each other out. Because we've got people at multiple levels in their creative journey. So that's the thing. So we've got people who are just getting started. We got people who are mid-level creators. We got more experienced creators. So when people come in and ask questions, it's not even just us. Like, we'll come in and answer as well, but you're also getting answers from more experienced creators. You're getting live feedback. So it's been an excellent experience, not just for the students, but for us as creators ourselves. It's actually been super helpful. So
no nonsense Discord. People are going in there, sharing advice, growing their channels. People are taking their hobbies and turning them into potentially businesses. People are getting monetized. So, thank you guys for all the work you do over the vidIQ Max side of things. And if you are interested yourself in joining vidIQ Max, the link is down below. You can learn more. In the meantime, we have something else incredibly important to get to. One more sponsor right here. Oh, yes. This stream is brought to you by The Claw, randomly selecting your channels since, I don't know, it's been like a few months now.
Couple years, since 2021.
Established 2021.
So the way this works is we've had these forms, right, that you've been submitting your channels on. We have 417 responses there, 365 responses in the gaming form. So I don't know. We'll tell The Claw. I don't know, Claw. There's like, in terms of numbers here, there's like 430. That's 130. 430 people that you can choose from. What? Save your list for the. What am I doing? Stop, Claw. What? Oh, Claw, you've forsaken
this was
me.
bad.
Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. This is not. I don't want.
Why is this happening?
Everyone's trying to sell us something today. Isn't that right, chat?
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Try this again, Claw. I don't know what happened there. 430 people or so, very angry people waiting for their channels to get picked. We'll select one from the non-gaming form. Is 321. So we'll go into here. We will type in 321, and we will find Walkstar World. And I will carefully try to take their channel, and we'll go over there and see what we can do. I just put a period after their channel, and I ruined the link. So this is already going great. This is why I'm not invited to the vidIQ Max calls. So Walkstar World, street food, street music, sightseeing. Okay, so I'm sensing travel channel. What do we got? Shorts, longs, most popular street food in Turkey.
What's the best time to visit Turkey? Okay, it's not a bad idea. Only 4 days ago. Istanbul street food. I like that idea. The thumbnail is almost on point for the street food. Almost. Like it's close. Like that's the right perspective. Probably needs to be zoomed in a little bit more, and the food needs to be a little bit more front and center. Yeah. I like that thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail right there.
Yeah, let's
real
quick.
Like ones I've actually seen before, but yeah.
Street food. Let me just. This is what I'm used to with street food. Like real close-ups on incredible looking food. Look at some of these. And these action shots work really well when in the middle of just, doing one thing to like 100 patties. You know what I mean? Like this kind of stuff works really well. So again, some thumbnail research, but this is the closest I've seen to that level right there. This latest one. Interesting. I like that they're trying shorts. And they're all related to the actual subject matter of the channel, which is awesome.
Good. Yep, that's a good.
So, in terms of advice, what are we thinking? I'm seeing, I guess, for me, the big question mark is why. In certain cases, like, what's the best time to visit Turkey is a good idea for a title, but the thumbnail doesn't sell it.
Right.
So it's like, well, I want to visit Turkey, but like, is there something a little more? Is there a better way? If this is like a really famous site, I wouldn't really know. Is there a better picture you could have gotten of it, or is there something else that could have screamed like the best, like the reason I want to visit Turkey, like that's why I want to go there. When is the best time? So I think just whether it's the title or the thumbnail, it just depends on the video we're looking at. In some cases I'm missing the why.
Yeah, and that's really important to understand because, to be honest, without the why, like, and I think a lot of people, the mindset is one of the things we talk about in vidIQ Max, which I think is super important. People are thinking that it's a paint by numbers thing. These are humans that are clicking these things. So as a human, when you look at this channel, what do you think? It really just comes down to that. If you could separate yourself from the fact that you made the content and could look at your channel objectively, you would actually be able to improve your channel today.
Mm-hmm.
If you could literally separate yourself from the experiences and what you think about your own content, look at your channel objectively, you would know exactly what to do.
Yeah, 100%. That's one of the big things that actually helped me early on, was getting feedback from people to kind of sort of put me in my place, right? So you always want to come at it from the mindset of, I don't think this is good enough. How can I improve? And usually starting from a mindset of service, right? Like, how can I bring value to the viewer, right? So that's really what it comes down to. And once you start gaining that understanding of how can I improve this? How can I be better? Because there's a lot of people, and I see it a lot in conversations with people who are just getting started in their first year, under 1,000 subscribers, who think their content is amazing, when in actuality, it really isn't. It really isn't. You'd be hard pressed, unless it's somebody's third or fourth channel. Usually it's not, unless they're like a filmmaker. So, really take that hard look at yourself and be like, how can I improve this? How can I make this better? And how can I make the viewer experience better, right? Adding value and making it a better experience for the viewers themselves. So just like Travis said, take yourself out of the equation. How can I make this better for the person on the other side of the screen?
You know what must be like really frustrating for music channels is like stuff like this. This is a travel channel having incredible success with music videos. I've noticed this a number of times now as I've been scrolling. Whenever they do the street music performances, they're getting thousands of views.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the thumbnails are clear what you're getting. Very organic looking, thumbnail you happened upon these performers. And most of the time when you do that, those videos pay off really well. Even some of the more recent ones, 1.9K views here. So like, I was just thinking about like the music channels we see sometimes, and it's a bit of it's very competitive, right? It's something about this environment, this type of channel doing really well with these street performances. This one I noticed too, this player made everybody dance. Like, sorry, I don't know the instrument or technique there, but yeah. So there's like a lot going on. 32,000 views from 13 days ago. So, and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe we're seeing more of the focus on musical performances because that's working better for the channel. Maybe you are identifying that and starting to double down a little bit. I was just going to quickly, though, if you were still interested in these other types of videos, I would be looking at stuff like this, like top. So when I said visit Istanbul, right? Let's say I'm doing my research right now and I'm just trying to rank for search. Like what kind of videos are going to stand out to the person who would search something like this? Top 10 tourist attractions, just something that's very clear and in your face. Like, Istanbul attractions, and the thumbnail is one of those attractions. I assume 3 days in Istanbul. So this you can almost look at like as a vlog, really nice clean thumbnail there. Best things to do. So the value in all of these videos is clear. So I would take your experience, with Istanbul, and I'd be trying to package it into some of these more searchable videos just to kind of get you started, get you introduced to some new folks. And, you're going to provide a lot of value. And I think you'll also kind of learn a lot as well.
Yeah.
So
the journey itself will teach you a lot.
Yeah. A couple of things to look at there, but thank you for submitting your channel. Best of luck to you. Unhide your subscriber count so we can see it. We want to know how your journey is going. And I'm not saying that
plus viewers are like being along that journey too.
That's what I mean, right? Like, I'm not saying that for my sake. Your viewers want to be alongside you on that journey. Okay, so going back, we'll now go to the next gaming channel that's submitted. And the Claw, let's see what the Claw has to say about it. 333. It really likes the 300s today. Oh, this is Ender29. They say they have 9 subscribers. And I'm guessing a Minecraft channel because of Ender. Yep, I am right. I thought I was right. Let's see. We're seeing a couple things. Epic Gaming Live. Oh, they're streaming right now. Well, hey, now wait a minute. You wanted your channel audited and you're just going to do a live stream in the middle of our live stream? That's not cool. We should just leave. They're obviously not here.
Yeah, right.
So they're doing some streams. I'm seeing a lot of like, I don't know. This screams meme to me. Like stream with countless M's that get cut off mid-M And for some reason, the dad and Jimmy Neutron, what are you streaming an episode of Jimmy Neutron? No, it is in fact a game. So some odd choices here. And then we have a charity stream that was an hour long, another charity stream. For when you see this, I would say that your streams should indicate the value of the actual like content itself. The fact that it's a charity stream is great. All right. That aside, though, what am I going to get? You know, you're raising money, but what are you going to do to, you know, keep everybody entertained? You want to pull in a lot of people when you're doing a charity stream. So to do that, we need a clear title and a clear thumbnail. If you're playing Minecraft, that's great. What is the goal? What is the goal behind playing Minecraft today? Are you trying to get to a certain rank on one of these minigame servers? Are you trying to, you know, kill a certain amount of other players? Or, you know, what are you trying to do? What is the goal of the actual content itself? That is what's missing from your live streams. So clickable titles and thumbnails, setting up our empire SMP. That's a bit vague. Setting up your empire. What is that? What do you, so to set up an empire, that's a lot of different builds. So take that video, focus on one of those builds and lead with that. I will leave you with one example for all of the Minecrafters out there. Please go check out our friend Farzy, who's been here before, shared a lot of advice with everybody. Fantastic Minecraft content creator, over 500,000 subscribers now. And this is where a lot of this advice is coming from. When I see creators like this, Minecraft Hardcore is the thumbnail. I trapped the warden in Minecraft 1.19. Everything you need to know. It's a 13-minute video, so presumably you're going to see Farzy put together this trap and then trap the warden, which is this new terrifying monster in the game. This is the kind of stuff that wins the click when it's super clear. Look, Farzy's getting videos that break 1 million views now. This was not happening the last time I was here.
Yep.
Look at 5 videos in a row that broke 1 million views.
Yeah, man, it's wild. I mean, think about that. Even for a channel of his size.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's still wild viewership. So yeah, I mean, it's excellent. And I agree 100% with Dan. Give people a reason to click your live streams, which means you're gonna have to put some forethought into it. What am I going to talk about today? What am I going to make for a title for this live stream? What's my thumbnail going to look like? How am I going to earn people's click? And then when I'm in there, I need to get into that topic. And that's really what it comes down to. If you want your live streams to grow your channel, then they can. It's a solid strategy. You can do that if you want, but you have to make replay value. It has to be worthy. You have to give people a reason to click. So that's really what it comes down to.
Yep. So we see a lot of Minecraft channels. I would recommend studying up on Farzy, who, again, been here a number of times. You can go back through our live stream catalog of live streams. He's been on one of our Wednesday streams answering questions, and maybe two Wednesday streams now. But, you know, incredible Minecraft creator. You saw the editing. Those were Let's Plays. Those were Farzy playing Minecraft, but with super high quality edits. And each episode has a focus, a strong focus. And when you click on that video, you know exactly what you're going to get. It's a strong focus, but with a simple title, a simple thumbnail, a simple pitch to the viewer, one that doesn't make you have to think at all. So when I see a Minecraft channel that seems to be just kind of like trying some things, those are the other types of channels I want to point you to. Because Farzy was, I think, well under 100,000 subscribers when we first discovered him. And it's not been that long. And he's over 500,000 now. It's really not been that long. This is his full-time job. So There you go. Let's continue. 72 on the non-gaming form. 72. Jeff, you're not saying the claw. Are you? Should we try to find a different randomizer? Are you tired of the claw?
It's Rob who had that sound effect, man.
That's true. I don't have a lot of sound effects. Nona Prince. Okay, movie reviews, video essays, short films, live discussions. What are we seeing?
Seeing a whole lot of stuff, but I'm just trying to take a look and see, because it looks like we have a VFX breakdown. Okay, what I watched. Okay, spoiler discussion, movie review. So it sounds like they're doing a lot of discussions around movies, and I'm assuming it's stuff that is relevant to their region, because I don't recognize these movies whatsoever, right. Which is fine. Like he's focused on localization. I've worked with a channel before who was focused on entertainment in South America. So that was like they weren't talking about, I mean, they were talking about Netflix, but the stuff that they were showing on Netflix is down there is different than what they're showing here.
Right.
So, but it was a very popular strategy. But yeah, so it's a little bit different, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this channel is that even though they say all those different things in their banner, it seems like we're really boil it down to whether it's movies. I don't know if these are TV shows, but I think they're movies.
Yeah, it appears that way, but they're also talking about like the Johnny Depp verdict too.
Well,
it seems
yeah,
like they're gonna give their take on stuff they're interested in right now.
Right.
What I'm curious about is the titles. I want to say they're always in English. It's just sometimes the subject you're speaking of, I wouldn't be able to pronounce some of these names. I guess the target audience is kind of, you know, are you kind of language swapping from the title into the content itself, or are your videos sometimes tailoring to an English speaking audience and sometimes not? I guess it's a little confusing. Just looking at some of the titles.
Yeah, it makes sense though. SEO wise, it makes sense to have them that way. And but I'm not an expert on the market for like India and Asia on how much that counts or whether people are actually searching for stuff by writing in English. And then I also don't know if you're getting auto translated right now on your browser.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a really good point. But if we click into the content, I mean, it's in English. It's spoken in English. So interesting. I think so. Putting the subject aside for a second, one thing you could do if you are switching between languages, and this is only if that's the case, we have a second channel. We have a Spanish channel, right? So we literally have a service that we've hired to help dub our voices, and we have our videos reposted on a whole separate channel. And so it's for a whole separate audience. It's something you could consider if you would like to try and like cater between two different audiences. The thing I'm worried about is if your videos language swap, they're getting recommended to people who don't speak one language or the other. And so it kind of hurts your initial click-through rate when it goes out to your regular viewers. So that's only if that's the case. So that's not in English.
Interesting.
So I guess that's kind of my concern.
Yeah, so I think they really are targeting the audience where in that region, which is completely fine, and definitely lean into that if that's what you want to do. So that's if that's what you're going after, then more power to you.
Yeah. What I like though is that you seem to have kind of an established community. You're getting thousands of views in your videos, 40,000 subscribers almost, which is great. And then I like that you go and see a movie, and instead of sitting down in front of your whole setup, you just like, I need to give my reaction right now. And you still put together a thumbnail for that. It just looks very like, it looks all very raw. Like, look, he's walking out of the theater. This was like uploaded on the way home.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
I think that's great, actually. You know, I was going to comment on the quality of thumbnails changing, but I get it. Like, just seeing why it's like that, I think that's totally acceptable.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's like right after, so you're getting your reaction before you have any time to like forget any of the detail or to even mull it over. You're just getting that initial rawness to it, which I totally get. You know, I would even do a follow-up to that kind of stuff, especially if it pops off. Like if this initial review where he got 6K views did fairly well, maybe if that performed above average for his channel, then I would, after giving it some thought for a day, come back around on it and be like, I mulled it over, I let it, bake for a day in my mind, and here's how I feel with a little bit more thought into it. So you can always do follow-up to those raw impressions.
They did.
Yeah.
I saw 3 movies in one day. So we got
That's
the
cool.
3 movies, and then you put it together.
Nice.
One
That's
video.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Smart.
And look at all the views they got. So they got 4
Yeah.
videos out of that day. The one day of seeing movies got them 4 videos. And a couple, 20,000 views, give or take. I'm not good at math, but something like that. Ish, yeah. Which is awesome.
Cool, man. Good for Nona Prince. Almost at 40,000 subs. So good for him, man. Doing well.
Congratulations. Let's take a look at the next gaming channel, which is going to be number 143. Okay. Lynch. Smiley face.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. little gnat in here. Get away. I'm trying to work here. All right, we got YouTube shorts of Fortnite. And then something with Mike Tyson. And I think there's other games in here too, but I can't tell. That looks like it might be GTA. Dodge Hellcat Best Mobile Game. Okay. Sorry.
Like
So some of their
recently,
shorts,
it's Fortnite though. More
yeah,
recently.
some of their shorts are getting over 1,000 views just from the last few days. They've uploaded a bunch and they're getting already thousands of views, which is for them really promising. I'd be curious to see in a week where these shorts are at, if they have that kind of staying power, right? Let's kind of look at one here. Okay, so when you get your first kill on Fortnite montage. So there was like a meme at the end there. There was something that happened. Okay. So you're going for a short strategy, which is cool. I think that you're probably doing it right based on the views we're seeing. You're also going for that velocity push of putting out as many shorts as you can, which is also really good. I do hope that you have the material available to you to continue pushing out as many shorts as you can. It looks like you have a lot of like funny moments and things like that. Because of the Mike Tyson thing, my concern is, are these yours? And I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, just as a friendly caution to you. If you're taking these clips like from other streamers, other content creators, and trying to put them together into montages because you like doing that sort of thing, you can get yourself into some trouble, especially if you're not taking those clips with permission. So I would highly recommend for any shorts creator, or any creator in general, is to, if you're going to put together a montage, make sure it's a montage of you doing your thing. Otherwise, you need to be going out there and taking time to like get permission to use this stuff so it doesn't get pulled from YouTube.
Yeah, I think more than anything else is also focus, because there's kind of a lack of focus here, and some of the big channels that we've seen that really took off with shorts, especially when they were shorts specific channels, a lot of it was focused. Like they were focused on Minecraft, or they were focused on Fortnite or Among Us or whatever it might be, but they were focused. They were targeting a viewer and then getting after it day after day after day. So consistency can play a big role here.
Yeah. So channel focus, be sure that, this is your content. And other than that, I think if you stick with the Fortnite stuff that you're doing, you're going to continue to see growth. The level of views you're getting for the amount of time that these videos have existed is a strong signal to me. I can't see your analytics, but just from the outside looking in, it's a pretty strong signal. All right, we'll move on to the next one.
Cool.
Which is going to be number 30 on the non-gaming form.
Nice.
That is the C Bros. Not there. We got another shorts channel, I think. Oh.
Rose.
4 easy ways to make a lot of money. So we have Mr. Beast there. We got money. How to make money. We are better than Dude Perfect. Okay. Most epic game of hockey.
I mean, this one is hilarious. My brother's actually pool gone wrong, which makes no sense, yet it has the most views of everything. It's like, just put gone wrong and everything, and then apparently it works. Like,
yeah, that's that negative slant, Travis, that we've talked about so many times.
Oh my God, it's kind of funny. It makes no sense, but okay. Maybe the video itself is interesting.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it did go wrong.
Did it go wrong? Because they said he sucks. So doesn't that mean it literally went right?
If it went wrong, yeah, a shot must get made at some point. There we go. It did go wrong.
I don't get it. Thank you, YouTube Shorts. You continue to confuse me every day.
That's right.
A little bit more. Just put "got wrong" in all your videos. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Just put "got wrong" in your titles, and we're done. All you got to do. Gone wrong.
So it looks like they were at a basketball game and got this footage.
So 3-pointers gone wrong.
3-pointers gone wrong.
3-pointers gone. Just put everything gone wrong on your channel, and then we're done.
That was the
name
title.
Gone wrong.
I know, that's the title there for 1,000, or an emoji of some sort. Sure, why not? Why spend any time trying to make your videos good? Just gone wrong or a smiley face.
Oh my goodness.
All you got to do.
It does look like they're having a lot of fun trying stuff on YouTube, and I would encourage them to keep doing that. There is a lack of channel focus here, but given that the creators do seem kind of young, that I think this might just be the stage that you're trying to figure some stuff out. So go back, watch a bunch of. I got it. That's gross. Watch a bunch of clips from. Or just earlier today, we were giving a lot of this advice that I would be inclined to give you now, such as having good titles, good thumbnails, with like a purpose, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely go back and watch some of those. We do need to move on to the next channel, though. Best of luck to you. It'll be the next gaming channel, 298. All right. Cat Dev. Oh, Cat Dev log. Wait a minute. So is this a developer blog?
Someone who develops cats?
Someone who develops games about cats? I like both of those things, so let's see. Cat Dev.
Yeah, it legitimately is.
Oh,
it's a cat developer.
Wow.
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 It is a cat developer. Got it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so the cat is the one doing the developing.
Yes.
Got it.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. Let's watch a video because I'm still confused.
I don't know if this is going to help.
I mean, the cat's doing something.
Yeah.
Theme games.
So they are commentating over it, and there's a lot of fun music and stuff. I already feel like the intro's too long. By the way, if you want to hear what this video is saying and you like this sort of thing where we look at the videos and we talk about the intros and things like that, join us tomorrow because we're going to be doing video reviews again, where we'll randomly select perhaps your videos. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to tell you maybe what could be improved in the first 30 seconds or so, maybe if you need a better outro, things like that. We want to help you increase your retention. We did run a poll on this live stream, and it looks like a clear, like a winner between all of these. I think a lot of you feel really good about the focus of your channel, but for the most part, there's some of this missing for a lot of people: clickable titles and thumbnails, and then solid retention of the videos. We're going to focus on a lot of that tomorrow, so be sure to join us for tomorrow's live stream. It starts at the same time this live stream started. But okay, getting back to the channel in question here, I kind of like where this is going. You know what worked really well? Procedural generation done right, cat roguelike. So you compared a popular game to something you're making, and that worked really well. So they've taken their take on procedural generation, and they've made this what looked like a chaotic world. That's the kind of stuff when it comes to game development videos that I think works really well. The example, and you might be pulling inspiration from this channel here. The example I would give any game developer would be this channel of just like a successful game developer channel. This channel is pure chaos. So it's not going to work for everyone. A really certain kind of like level of humor and this person is like part comedian, part game developer, basically. But these are, in theory, game development videos. They're using their game developer prowess for evil, is what I say about this creator.
I love it.
So they make these games, they come in with these like intros, and then they just get started right away. They made Crab Game, which was actually legitimately really popular on Steam for a long time. Anyway, that feels like what this channel's trying to kind of mimic. So it's going to take more than, what is this, 12 videos to get this right. I like the pitch. I think it's working. This cat game developer doing all kinds of things. Too many games suffer from your bad player. Don't do this, but I'm not sure exactly what this is. Like, it's working. You're getting views, but I'm so confused by it, and I'm worried when I'm looking at titles and thumbnails and I get confused. I get worried about the success of the video. I just want to see the engagement. So we got 7 comments and 23 likes with 4,200 views. So you might have posted this externally. on a Reddit or Facebook or something, which is fine. But I think that might explain like what I was afraid of, which is your title and thumbnail aren't doing enough for YouTube to kind of push this to the right audience. So try to find a universal thing that a lot of people can like look at and kind of help the subject of your video click, right? Like this is very specific. Don't do this. Whatever this is very specific to this video. I'm going to need to click this video if I want to remotely understand what you're talking about. And that's what you want to avoid. You want general outsiders to look at the title and thumbnail and go, oh, that looks really funny. I can tell that they made that in a game. I want to learn more.
I found another cat channel that is allegedly a cat that is a creator, which is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And I found it on accident looking for something completely irrelevant. And it just happens that it's a cat.
Was it Little Puff?
No. Okay. Shortest videos on YouTube.
Oh, was that what the channel's called?
That's what the channel's called.
Shortest.
Milo the Cat. Milo the Cat, shortest video on YouTube series, brought to you by Milo the Cat. Milo the Cat.
Well, there you go. Cat creators are taking over.
Cat creators have taken over. It makes a lot more sense why there's less human creators on YouTube now.
I ran across a VTuber that was using, instead of like a human or like an anime skin, it was a cat.
Oh.
In a suit. And he was doing commentary over trending news topics. I was like this. I was highly intrigued. I'm like, listen, this is, and it's, you know, he had a few thousand subs. I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, but hey man, if you're going to combine cats with other kinds of content and you can make it work, more power to you.
So we're going to move on to the next one. Speaking of cat creators, look up Little Puff. They do shorts and they're hilarious. So we're going to look at the next non-gaming channel here. By the way, what are our forms up to? 457. Oh, they're outdated. And 412. So a lot of you have been submitting and probably going, oh, crud, they didn't update the numbers. So here we go. How about 470? That should cover us for a minute. Oh, I did it again. Don't save. Oh, Claw. Why is the save button there?
The scam. Just like Elon said. Scam it. Off of YouTube, though. Not on YouTube. They're off of YouTube.
116. All right. It's Epic Man 3D. It looks like they're doing Blender and SketchUp. So this is another gaming developer channel, I think. Game developer channel. Epic Man 3D. Did you make that? I spent 1 year making this video. Went from donut to race car. So it looks like you made this McLaren and you're really you went on a run with it in terms of videos. Dancing hairy man, the colorful glob, the loud cat. Visually, I can tell this creator is really talented. This is reminding me of Jake Fellman.
I was just about to say that.
Yep.
Yeah, Blender status.
So here's an even better example of Jake Fellman would be a better example of what advice we want to give to creators like this. So you have these talents, right? You should be doing stuff like Jake Fellman's doing. So Jake Fellman, fantastic animator, thriving in YouTube Shorts, using his skill set to create stuff like this. So repurposing like other content like Minecraft. Jake Fellman's long dominated YouTube Shorts ever since they came out, and a great example. So you have these skills on your channel, right? You're obviously very talented, but the thing that is missing is like, what are you going to do with the skill set? Because from my perspective, this looks like a great channel. If you were to be trying to apply for a job in the gaming industry or something like that, and you wanted to show what you were capable of doing, things like colorful glob, which looks awesome, would be great to have on your portfolio. But where can you take this when it comes to YouTube? I think we're missing that extra bit of something. What can you now do with the skill set that you have? And you want to create, a unique type of video using this talent that you have. Does anyone agree or disagree? Is that Am I thinking in the right
I think you're right.
headspace there?
Yeah,
Because
no,
it does dramatically change what they are doing.
Yeah.
That's the concern.
Yeah, the only thing I would avoid would be those like help me get to 50 subs videos and stuff like that. It's just,
Oh, I didn't see that.
but stuff like that, it's I would just get away from that. So help me reach 50 subscribers. Like, why? You know
Right.
what I mean?
What am I going to get from that?
But the stuff is so good that I don't think you need to really be asking. I think you just need to be providing the value and the talent that you're already bringing, and letting that speak for itself.
Yeah. The other thing too is if you're not looking to entertain people like Jake Fellman and you want to be you want to go the other route and maybe help people out, instead of making stuff that's about you, instead of turning your channel name to the Stranger Things logo, help me turn my channel name to the Stranger Things logo. Pitch the video like that. Make it about the viewer. Like how to make any text look like the Stranger Things text. That's the other way, the other place you can take this type of talent. You can either show people how it's done, or you can use it to make some kind of series of entertaining videos. And there's probably other stuff in between, but that would be our recommendation.
Yeah, coming from a place of service, you'd be shocked at how far that can take you. When you start thinking about how can I provide value for free before I ask for anything in return, that can take you a very long way on YouTube.
Absolutely. Do you think that Rob would like to push the button on the claw?
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my God, is he here?
How are you
Yeah, it
all?
came out of nowhere.
Hey. I can't press a button, Dan. You're controlling all the knobs and dials.
Just pretend.
I pressed it. I'm pressing it again.
It lagged. Sorry.
Oh, hang on.
There we go. We've been missing that all day.
Since I'm not Hearst, now I've got full control of all of my sound effect faculties, so I can just keep pressing all of them.
Waiting for.
All right, where are we at? What's going on?
We're doing a gaming channel.
Any decent channels, or have we all been rubbish again? Oh, sorry.
What?
We're not supposed to say about during
What?
the live stream, are we?
They're all really good. What are you talking about? The gaming.
He comes in on fire when he's not.
Yeah, he came in. Rob came in hot.
Yeah, right. Coming in hot.
All right,
Not,
let's go. Let's do this. What we're looking at here. The Gaming Door, a good channel, nearly 1,000 subscribers. Next.
Jeez. Sugar or caffeine or both? Is that? Can you help us understand?
I don't know if should we audit the channel? Like, Rob, would you actually audit the channel?
Sure. So, it's a gaming channel, like I can see, predominantly Minecraft. I'm observing here. We're testing both shorts and short form videos on demand. Is that the best way to describe? What would you call them? Like short VODs instead of shorts? I don't know.
I just say widescreen videos.
Yeah.
I never know either.
Oh, so we're watching the intros very briefly as well.
I've just been certain ones I just want to see. So it's all music. There's no actual commentary.
I felt like a fairly quick, effective intro, so that didn't seem too bad. I guess the ultimate challenge with any sort of gaming channel is, since we audit, like, what would you say, about 30 to 40% of the channels we audit every single week have some sort of gaming attachment to them, and of them, 50% of them are Minecraft channels, and so that already puts you into a large ocean of piranhas out there, and they're all trying to eat the same audience. This is a really bad metaphor, but the challenge is, how do you become the unique, not a unicorn, but a unique piranha in the Minecraft ocean? And they seem to be having some traction. They're getting hundreds of views, which is encouraging. They've got a few viral videos, some of them shorts. The thumbnails seem to be fairly effective, but what I will say is that I'm not seeing a strict consistency of Minecraft theme, be it challenges, tutorials. It seems to be jumping around the Minecraft genre quite a lot. And we talk about, at least to begin with as a channel, finding your own unique value proposition. What are you going to be the master of YouTube? And this is even more important on Minecraft content. Would you agree generally with that, Dan, as the fellow gaming aficionado here?
Yeah, earlier we took a look at Farzi's channel because we saw another Minecraft channel that didn't seem to have a clear focus yet, and I would again advise this channel, any Minecraft channel who seems to be, if your Minecraft channel looks anything like this, go find Farsi's channel, go find other channels, and take a look at how they're kind of focused in on a certain type of Minecraft video, because it looks like you're trying a lot of things. And as an outsider looking in, it would be really hard for me to glom on to you as like a Minecraft channel I'm going to regularly watch, because sometimes you're giving me quick armor tutorials, and then sometimes it's something about a parrot exploding, and then sometimes you're telling me that you're on TikTok. There's just something missing here, that if YouTube were to recommend your videos day in and day out to viewers who might have watched one of these, it's going to be really hard to get that person to click on another one, because they're so vastly different from one another. And when it comes to Minecraft, hyper focus is like really important, especially as a new channel.
Having hundreds of views per video on a Minecraft channel is already a sign of some success.
Yeah.
I think to take it to the next level, it's the lowest common denominator, but sort by most popular. Is there a particular theme in the most watched videos? Because I've seen a couple that have got 10,000 plus views.
Mm-hmm.
They are short, so that kind of makes it a little more difficult to ascertain if there's a theme going on there. But it looks like when they're doing odd, unusual things with different pieces of furniture in Minecraft, that tends to be a popular aspect of their content.
Yeah, so you could be the person who, that's your unique Minecraft selling point. Chair designs, elevators, stuff that people could build. That's all helpful. This is all helpful for people who are trying to, if you build a house in Minecraft, it's sadly very empty. There's not a lot of furniture items in Minecraft. So people have gone around that and tried to find ways to take items and cram them together into things that look kind of like furniture.
So let's rename this channel Flat Pack Minecraft, the IKEA of construction in Minecraft.
That's a very long name.
Just as an idea, just as like, that's my instinctive value proposition pitch for the channel. I thought of that in 5 seconds. Jeff's nodding his head. Travis has fallen asleep. I think they get the idea of what the channel may be about.
Travis is playing video games. What do you mean?
Is he?
I'm playing the how do I get my subway here right after the live stream ends video game.
Can we get Travis to share like his screen of the vehicle on its way to deliver?
When it does, yes. I would love everyone to see where I live. That's a great idea.
396.
Yeah, do like the Santa tracker, where it's got the little subway coming on a map, not on a map, but like, almost there from point A to point B.
Okay, so it is Outdoors My Life.
Thank you, by the way, for covering this week, Dan. It is very much appreciated. You're doing sterling work.
Thank you for covering last week.
Hello to all of the 550 people who are joining us for this. Hope you're finding it valuable.
Oh, it was.
Well, I mean, they came thinking you were going to be here, and then we helped them. We bribed them.
So I think there were 600 people watching when I joined. So
yeah, there was a lot more.
We almost had a mutiny in the chat.
Yeah, what the heck?
In the chat.
I'm only kidding anyway.
Exactly.
So speaking of channel focus, this one looks to be very focused.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go first? Travis, would you like to kick us off?
Sure. This looks like an outdoorsy type, campy type channel. Outdoors My Life. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious from the thumbnails. Now, again, this is one of those instances where I don't think you need very much text in thumbnails. I think it's actually probably more distracting, as some of these are actually pretty nicely done. Every so often you will find thumbnails on YouTube for channels like this that do have a little bit of text, but the text sometimes is actually part of the art. What would be one to be able to pull up? I know Peter McKinnon, I think, did one, and the text like kind of melted into the background. I don't know, there's I don't know what would you even look it up how to find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can see, for most of the stuff he doesn't even have the text. So like there it is, like that one. So like every so often he'll put text in, but then it becomes part of the art. Otherwise he doesn't need text. You don't need text. So I think text is kind of unnecessary here. Mm-hmm. But these are pretty well done from a thumbnail perspective. Like the pictures themselves are good. The perspective is good. Maybe a little bit more contrast, or not contrast, vibrance in some of the colors. But I like it. I love that winter camping Merry Christmas one with the color in the bottom right corner. That's kind of cool. Yeah. It's a little purplish. But yeah, these are pretty nice.
Yeah, I actually watch as an avid viewer. I'm a big fan of the content type of like snow camping. you know, like camping in the snow and stuff. And there's some channels that talk, there's some channels that don't. They just kind of show you them hiking in, setting up their tent, setting up a wood stove, the whole thing, like hot tent camping, stuff like that. A lot of the thumbnails that I end up clicking on don't have any text at all. You know, it just says what the title is, you know, like where he has one here, it says winter camping in a snowstorm, Ontario, Canada, right? Like something like that. And then that thumbnail, but there's no text. Like there's just none at all. It's just a picture of the tent or them or the snow. Basically, that's what gets my click. When I see those come up in my home feed, I'll be like, oh, that looks cool. And it's like, they're usually like 20, 30-minute long videos, but I'll kind of have them off to the side on one side of my screen. And it's very relaxing. You hear the fire, you hear them setting up, you know, they'll be cooking their meal, the whole thing while I'm doing other work. But it's very satisfying stuff. And one thing that I noticed from a lot of them as a viewer was the lack of text in the thumbnails.
Yeah, speaking of just the pitch of the video, one thing I'll say about these titles is I noticed that, so you have some videos, a lot of them in the hundreds of views, and sometimes they don't quite make it there. But then we scrolled down a little bit and we saw 33,000 views, 1.9K views. So you've managed to break through a few times. And here's what I'm noticing is the big difference. We have winter camping in a snowstorm, Ontario, Canada. So in a snowstorm, right? The stakes are there.
Stakes, yeah.
Hiking in winter. So close. Like, okay, but what about that? Like, snowstorm is a little more treacherous than just hiking and here's the season I'm in. You know, camping in the spring, Bell hot tent. So we're missing some of that. But then there's another video you did about a self-feeding fire, and that got 1.4K views. How to build a self-feeding fire. So again, there's like you out in nature, but doing something like really interesting, and that's, you know, what's winning the click there. So you already have some really strong videos to kind of play off of. And I think that's really what I'm noticing is the biggest difference is the ones that are doing well are the ones that just say a little bit more.
What's the about section, Dan? I'm just curious to know if the creator has a defined value proposition.
My love for the outdoors, hiking, camping, canoeing, fishing, and exploring the outdoors from rural South Ontario.
Yeah.
Plan to show you my adventures in Ontario.
So I think it needs to be more enticing than that. It's all well and good sharing a passion.
Mm-hmm.
But as you say, when there's a clearly defined value to the video, whether it was stakes were raised because I was in a snowstorm in the winter, or I'm telling you how to build this and this is how it's going to benefit you when you go on your camping trip, I think we need to see more of that. And I think that's why hiking Ontario, Canada, the Lob Trail, the one with 68 views, and then hiking Ontario, Canada, Journey's Woods Hiking Trail, there's just not enough curiosity. They're very descriptive. These are what are called, what I call what videos. You tell people what's happening, but you give them no reason as to why I should be interested as a viewer. And as you said, Dan, there was examples of that in this winter camping theme that they had. I think they should try and replicate the pitch to a certain extent.
Survive the Night. Like Survive the Night got 1.8K views. And again, stakes. It was just that little bump, you know? So now you're not just camping, you're surviving. And that's the difference. And I think, you know, for all of your videos, you should try to strive for that, like, you know, but why should they watch? You know, well, because I'm surviving the night. That's why they should watch. So, you know, and take advantage of your talents. This kind of stuff, I could never do this. Like, this takes so much talent and skill to do successfully and be comfortable, you know, literally survival. So play into that. You know, you have this huge skill set that you may take for granted in some cases because you're just so used to like doing stuff like this. But, you know, surviving the night, like I would probably look up your channel if I found myself in the mountains, but also with cell service and needed to survive for the night, right? I would look up a channel like this one to help me.
Good consistency though, and 500 subscribers. Some of the view counts are lower than others, but at least people are turning up for most of their content.
Absolutely. Let's check out the next gaming channel, brought to you by the Claw. Brought to you by Claw Cola. Drink it. That's the slogan. Claw Cola. Brian Blazing MPQ. All right.
What Brian be blazing?
Find out.
B. Brian Blair.
Of the Killer Bees?
Yes.
Jim Brunzell?
Jumping Jim Brunzell.
Well, I'm lost. I don't understand. I'm guessing wrestling references because it went
1980s references as well, going way back.
More specifically, yeah.
That's got sort of a way back when machine to find those two.
So 273 subscribers. Marvel Puzzle Quest tips, tricks, and more. So MPQ.
Okay, right.
Marvel Puzzle Quest. Okay.
Let's do a quick search on YouTube to find out if MPQ. You just do a search for MPQ. Is that what comes up? Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, a little bit. Some of these videos are months old. Nothing fairly recent, and the view counts on them are all right. So, just from a audience interest point of view, are people still playing this game and are they still interested in learning how to play it or are entertained by YouTube content? I'm not sure if that's the case, just from that quick search that we've done.
What I would be doing, because I clicked on this channel just to see, what I would be doing is looking for Marvel Puzzle Quest content creators and checking out when one pops up like this.
Yeah.
You see 33,000 views, you see the subscriber count, click into that channel, find out, are you like me? Are you exclusive to this game? And you find out that no, they are not. So they're not doing this exclusively, but try and find all the channels like yours that are doing it exclusively. And that could paint a better picture as to the ceiling here of the size of the audience you could hope to pull in.
Let's filter by the last month. That's probably going to give us a clear indication of if anybody's still playing this game.
4 days, 10 days.
Yeah, you see the view counts there are very encouraging. And it's hard to say this, but the content, I said there's an audience for everything on YouTube. Maybe not anymore for Marvel Puzzle Quest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it may be that, the views they're getting, they actually look pretty good for the size of the audience.
Yeah, you're probably one of the stronger contenders in this space because the space itself just seems like it's a bit smaller. Let's see most popular, if anything, like really took off. Moon Knight. I'm guessing that was because the show had just probably by a month ago wrapped up or was wrapping up. So
is there potential for more legs in this game, like an update coming when new Marvel films come out?
It's possible, like with the release of Doctor Strange on Disney Plus and other Marvel things happening very soon. You get little bumps here and there, but it's in a subject that unfortunately it seems like from our very quick research, not a lot of people are interested in. So that's my fear for you. The ceiling is very, very low.
Jeff, what would you do in this situation? Because obviously you cover a lot of technology, and technology often becomes obsolete within months. I know it's fairly simple for you to transition to the next true wireless earbud. How does a gamer contend with this?
I mean, I would assume that there's updates to these games semi-periodically. So that would be where I would start kind of focusing, because that way you can continue moving forward if there's any sort of stagnation, because that's what can happen. Like even with us, like let's say now it hasn't happened in 5 years, but at some point, if we had some sort of a slowdown, then I have ways that I can split off content. So where I could do either whether comparisons versus different sort of stuff like that, I would start thinking about how can you, whatever video idea you have next, like let's say whatever video idea this was, Marvel Puzzle Quest, Crash the Titans, whatever it was his last one, is there 2 other ideas that you can branch off of this video and start thinking about it in that way? And this way you can always have sort of multiple ideas per video, even if you don't use them, you have them. And if there's ever a slowdown or you don't know what you're going to do next, you never run into that issue, because you've got already, like me, you kind of have like 50 video ideas ready to go at any moment.
Yeah. Gaming wise, what I'll say is that if you like this type of game, I would look for a more popular version of this genre.
Yeah, I was just putting in a search like Marvel Puzzle Quest versus, like to see if it was a comparative game. If people are not playing this game anymore, what would they naturally gravitate towards? But nothing came up on my quick search.
Yeah,
I'm sure Brian Blazing knows the answer to this. Like, what were you playing before this? What do you know, like, of your friends, colleagues, other people who play this? What are they playing now? Maybe that's where you start to do some crossover content. You don't just start playing that next game. You kind of do like verses and like why this is better and why this is worse, and hopefully you can start to transition your existing audience onto that new game whilst reaching a broader, wider audience.
Yeah, I feel bad. We just told you to basically start over, and I hope that you know, don't take just our word for it. Do some research, but
Yeah.
I think that the ceiling's very low. Just a quick lesson on like the ceiling of a game. There's a creator that I've been watching. They're called Settled. They play a game called Old School RuneScape. They just became the top subscribed to channel out of all the RuneScape channels. This is the biggest channel. Like, this is it. So when I look at a channel like this, I see the ceiling at 500,000 subscribers. Like, this is the best I can hope for, because this guy's kind of like paving the way. You know, they are a trendsetter. They don't look for trends in RuneScape. They set the trends. Right now it's Tile Man. They've created this new game mode basically. So this, you would think RuneScape, who still plays that? But there is an audience for it, and you can have a full-time job on YouTube doing that. So it's okay to niche down and play one game that has an audience, but you still need to pick the right game. So in your case, it'd start with the genre. Like, you love this style of game, right? So what's the most popular one? Start there. And you know, and best of luck, because yeah, there's two sides to this. You can go all in, like we tell you, on one game, but there's that other part of it. There's got to be an audience for that content.
Dan, can you just sort of scroll down to like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago on this channel, if they were creating content then? I'm just curious to know how many views we're getting.
They did some shorts for a bit. Oh no, those aren't shorts. Those are vertical 40-minute videos.
Keep going. So the view counts haven't necessarily changed that much. They were actually probably a little lower. So the audience has grown, but the audience, you know, as we think we're identifying, is relatively small. And so the concern is, where's the channel going to be in 6 months' time if this game is now effectively dead?
Right.
Which it feels like it might be.
Yeah. Yes, good luck. I do hope that was helpful. We will move on to the next non-gaming channel, 282. Let me just take a quick look at the forms here. 483. We do need to update the claw again. Just out of reach there. 282.
So many people filling out the form.
It's madness. Everybody can stop now.
If only there was a service we had where people could exclusively talk to coaches and have communication 24/7.
They
worry about filling a form and fingers crossed. You know, like 1 in 500 to get an audit, or 24/7 hour access. I'm just saying.
It would be cool, and we
have
did talk about
vidIQ Max, haven't we? We've already done that.
Yeah, we did talk about a similar thing that you're describing, and the link is down below. But yes, who would like to kick us off with NM Shafki? There's 4 videos. They've been at it for about 10 months.
Interesting. And I think they were the person who just said in chat that we don't review tech channels.
Well, this isn't a tech channel, so I guess
what the heck?
I guess we still don't.
Yeah, apparently.
MKBHD is thrown me here.
Yeah. So here's one thing I will say for NM Shafki is, you know, normally when I see a channel with only 4 videos, I would say welcome to YouTube. But the fact that your newest video was from a month ago, your oldest video is from 10 months ago, which tells me that in the course of about a year, you've only uploaded 4 videos, all of them essentially shorts. Like, consistency is going to be your biggest thing. You need to start uploading videos. You need to start doing the thing, right? Whether it's shorts, if all you can do is shorts, you got to start dropping shorts. If you want to start doing regular videos, you got to start putting out regular videos. But consistency is going to be the thing here. Set up a schedule for yourself and commit to it, because that's going to teach you a lot about how this works. So, you know, get out there, get your first 20 videos, your first 50 videos, your first 60 videos, whatever it is. But you got to do the thing. That's the best advice that I can give you, because 4 videos over 10 months and they're all, you know, less than a minute a piece, you're not putting in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like clips to me as well. Just given the MKBHD one, you know, when you moused over it, Dan?
Yeah.
That looked like one of those shots where he does these incredible, like, how on earth did he do that type of shot where he transitions from one phone to another with a camera tilt and across? This is all brilliant, but did NM Shafki do any of this? I don't think so.
It had MKBHD's logo.
Yeah.
At the beginning, so it just feels like something they really liked and wanted to post.
Well, it was his. Yeah, it was MKBHD's video. He did that video. So what did he do? Just take and redo.
Looks like he took a 30-second clip from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the motivational one. Does this person have a Lamborghini? I'm assuming not. It's probably from somewhere else.
Yeah. So it does come back to like, well, who's your channel for? What's the purpose of posting these clips? What are you trying to achieve? You know, because this isn't really anything, unfortunately.
Reused and repetitious.
Mhm.
Research what those two terms are, because I'm afraid your channel may be hit by them if you continue to create the content that you are.
Yep, 100%, man. We got to get out there, start getting those videos, start making unique content, and then come back.
Oh, I didn't update the claw.
Shots fired!
Just decided to use a different sound effect.
Number 80. Should we do another non-gaming channel? I think we should do another non. All right, we got horror stories.
Is anyone watching Stranger Things?
Yes. Oh, I finished that already.
Oh, blimey. Long episodes.
Have you made it to the 7th episode yet?
No, watch.
Okay, then I won't.
The 3rd episode.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not even into it yet. I'm just waiting until the whole thing's out so I can just watch the whole thing.
Good
each
idea.
video or each episode is a movie, Travis.
Yeah.
Like an
Yeah.
hour
What?
to 2 hours a piece.
What?
They're long.
I swear, yeah, dude.
It's getting good,
Bro.
though. Getting good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I would get tired of them. I actually really like. I don't mind them being that long. They move still. They really do move.
I kind of wish the
Oh.
Obi-Wan was a little longer. I really like Obi-Wan. It's been
Yeah, I'm liking that a lot.
Stranger Things made us wait 3 years, and they have delivered every single episode so far. Over delivered.
Yep.
So I'm super thankful for what they've done so far.
Yep. Next month we get the rest of it.
Hello, Book of Horror. Welcome to YouTube.
Yep.
Encouraging start. First video getting over 100 views. I'd say that's a successful one. Can you just click into it, Dan? Maybe mute it and then just see what the delivery format is here. Maybe just jump, I don't know, 6 minutes in.
It is a fire, and I presume
I guess if they're voice narrating over it then.
they're narrating over it, and so
Yeah.
they just have basically chapters that aren't chaptered in the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just telling the stories, which is an interesting way to do it.
Yeah. That's fine if they they're new, so maybe they can't afford a proper B-roll and
Sure.
getting like the stock footage for that sort of stuff. So I get it. I would probably, if you're going to be doing stuff like this where you're going to be telling the story, I would for sure look at what other channels in this niche are doing. There's like Nuke's Top 5. There's a lot of other horror storytelling channels to see what they're doing. Because you might have to start finding like stock footage websites, and that way you can keep the screen sort of moving, unless you're planning on it being only an audio kind of experience, then okay, that's totally fine. But chapters would for sure help, and those are really pretty simple to do on YouTube.
So this is a 3 allegedly true cabin in the woods horror stories. So very well done on the narration. The audio is very crisp and clean, and they're using a lot of footage. This all looks like found footage. They're using some just photos with like a slow push on them. So it's some reused clips, but at least there's stuff happening on the screen, So that would be, and it's going to take you time to kind of like gather all this stuff and really like figure this out. But that's what it's going to take to kind of help your retention and things like that.
Yeah, and it can go, there's a lot of inspiration for where a channel like this can go. I like these types of channels. Personally, as a viewer, I like these types of channels. I love these types of stories. So I have high hopes for where you're going to take this. But definitely focus on the niche. Look at what other people are doing. Look at what's working, and definitely move in that direction. But yeah, more power to you. I have really high hopes for you. Best of luck, and really work on that consistency. More than anything else, you've only got 2 videos so far, which is fine. If you can do 2 per month, stick to a schedule and make it happen.
By the way, If
we
you
do
take,
have a red text on thumbnail. Sorry,
Oh.
Dan, I cut you off there.
no, it's okay.
Red text on thumbnail, of course, and then also repeating the text of a
Right.
title. My instinctive thought is blow up the ghost, make fill like one side of a thumbnail, and then maybe tease some sort of word, whether it be I don't know what it would be because I don't know what the story is, but like
fell.
are they dead or like,
yeah. Fell 20 stories. You know,
Yeah.
just like something. Yeah, like that kind of interesting. Like, whoa, I gotta know more about that story.
Yeah. Nuke's top 5 gets me with his thumbnails. They were big on the arrow thing, so they were
how do
really
you spell
big on
that?
that.
Like this?
Nuke, yeah, Nuke's. There you go. Nuke's top 5. Yep. And so you see the thumbnail, right?
My goodness.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So you notice a lack of text,
One arrow, something horrifying.
but the titles are the best. Go to the newest video. Look at the titles.
Top 10 scary ghost videos to give you pit stains. See, that's fantastic.
I love his
Everyone's
titles. I had to
sleeping
tell
on.
him straight up. I told him on Twitter. I was like, dude, I freaking love your titles, bro.
You know, and it's a good example of you are hinting at the why. You know, it's not just 10 scary ghost videos. You know, these ones are going to give you pit stains. You know, this is how scary they are.
Yeah.
So that creates like intrigue, stakes, curiosity. Also, just what I was referring to, going back to that camping channel, where they weren't giving me enough of a why reason to click.
Right.
Yeah.
We have 2 videos.
It's only 2 videos. When you post a short, by the way, if you have a TikTok,
Oof, what is that?
so
Yeah.
it looks like somebody is talking about your channel on TikTok, and so you reposted it. YouTube notices this stuff, in particular that, and they've advised that people do not repost TikTok content. So just something to watch out for. I would have rather you have like made your own YouTube short where you shouted out this creator and said, by the way, thanks for watching, or something like that, instead of just taking what looks to be their video about your channel. All right, let's go to the next, I guess, gaming channel. It's already up to 490. What am I supposed to do? Like, I can't keep the claw up with everybody.
So what I usually do is like predict a little in advance, and then if the number is like higher than the max number, then I just pick the latest channel.
Yeah, that's.
If I did like 600, anyway, nope, that's the wrong one.
There we go. 257.
I think we
Gifted.
lost Travis.
His subway must have arrived.
Mm.
All right. I just grabbed. No, I grabbed the link. Okay. Here we go. Gifted Gengar. Okay, it's Gengar, the Pokemon. It looks like a Pokemon. Okay, I was gonna say trading card channel, but then we got to Pokemon Crystal something. So it's like one of the games. Then I see Pokemon Go battles. So pretty much anything Pokemon goes for this creator. They're ready. No pun intended. They're ready to just like, if they have a favorite Pokemon thing that week, they're gonna make some content on it, which is pretty interesting. And you did Pokemon Go Fest Battle 2, Battle 1. So they recently had an event in Pokemon Go where they try to get as many people online at once as possible. So they do a lot of things to tempt you in for the few hours the event runs or whatever it is. And so when you posted these shorts, I think even though like the title of a short isn't as important as the title of like a long form video, this was kind of a missed opportunity because it's like Battle 2. Okay, but what about Battle 2? Who was it? Who versus who? Did you win? Did you lose? Was it a total wipeout? Like, again, put some stakes in there. Put something in there that's some context, something juicy for the audience to grab onto, because people can see. Shorts are shared in a lot of different ways on YouTube, and people can see the titles if they're being shared on the shelf front and center when you're on the home page. Let me just go over here now and see. Sometimes there's a shelf on desktop now. Latest posts. I'm not seeing it now. I have seen it before. So sometimes when a short, let's just say these are shorts for example's sake, like they'll just be sitting there and you click on one and then you go down the rabbit hole from that one short. So there are times where your titles do matter. So keep that in mind when you're doing shorts. And then it's funny that you did a Pokemon trading card video, because in my video that I made a while back about how to get a subscriber every day, I used Pokemon trading card channels as an example. And I talked about how if you were to make a Pokemon trading card channel, you'd want to find the ideal viewer, someone who watches Pokemon trading card videos and maybe they watch a certain type of Pokemon trading card video. What you did is you've assumed that because they like your Pokemon Go content, that automatically that means they're going to like your Pokemon trading card content. Those are two different audiences. You're trying to attract two different audiences. The only through line there is the fact that it's Pokemon products, but that doesn't. I play Pokemon games. I don't collect the cards, so I'm already like the opposite of the kind of person you're trying to attract here. So keep that in mind.
Dan, can you sort by most popular? I'm just curious to see if we've had any semi-viral videos that have led to the.
So some of the trading card ones, actually.
Yeah. So in the past, they have had successful trading card short content, but then they switched to the gaming side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, as you rightly identified, Dan, they are, although it's same topic, it's a very different format.
It's the same IP.
Or interest-based.
Yeah, like it's the same IP, but it's in a different form. And
yeah,
these cards are hard to collect. You have to go into the stores at the right times, and you can get trampled. And it's a whole thing. But the video games can be downloaded onto your Nintendo Switch or your phone, and you're good. You don't have to get trampled at Walmart. So it's two different people. Some are willing to get trampled and have to go to Walmart wearing plastic body armor, and some are Cheeto stains on their shirt playing their Nintendo Switch.
Dan's clearly got some first-hand experience of this.
Guess which one I am.
Dan. Can we just click on one of these shots?
Yeah. There's music, no commentary.
Is there the sound of it unwrapping though?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
But I would say already as a viewer of shorts.
Whoa, wait a minute. Don't do that. I think that QR code lets people if someone were to grab that,
let me
they
just get
could
my phone. Let's see if this works. Can you bring it? Oh, you can't rewind it, can you? I actually wanted to see if I could scan it with my camera and see what happens.
I don't want to encourage anybody. You shouldn't. I don't know. It feels like that's for you. You shouldn't show that QR code. Just be careful with that.
Yeah.
So I think at least the beginning of this short was too long, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it took a little bit too long to get into the video. I'm not seeing any editing whatsoever. There was a couple of jump cuts.
Yeah.
So what I'd be interested to know is what's the audio interpretation of these, and then try and make each one of these shorts half as long as they currently are.
Yeah. I'd be unboxing them a lot faster. I mean, let's look at the top one. Oh, they show that QR code again. You're gonna, whatever that is, people are gonna be stealing. See how fast that was?
Yeah, that. So jump cutting.
Yep.
Maybe that explains why this is the most viewable one, because I'm just getting value all of the time now.
I wonder if the QR code helps prove that they're real or something. Maybe you're supposed to show it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's the way to do it. It's so much shorter. And with these other ones, you kind of went long with them, and that's why the views, I think, slipped away from you. Once it loads, it's not fair to hold the loading screen against them. See, still pretty good in terms of the pacing there. But yeah, as you get down to the ones with lower views, I kind of wonder. So you pivoted away from those. You went to the Pokemon games. I think it's time to get back to your roots. And I would also try to do. It looks like you're trying to do more.
What they're trying here then. So they're doing like a dual camera.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe you're just exclusively into vertical content, and that's totally fine. I would like to see more long form, just because that's what appeals to me. But if that's, if you prefer this style, that's cool. So yeah, get back to this. I think this is the bread and butter. But yeah, speed up those intros. Yeah. It's so easy to swipe off of shorts. It's this easy. Yeah. And now I'm here, and I have no regrets.
That's interesting. I want to see more of that.
Eric.
Yeah, I have no regrets from swiping. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that's the competition to shorts. It goes from Pokemon cards to whatever the heck this is. Gosh, poor people. All right, are we ready to move on? You think?
Sure.
Or you know, we can keep chatting, auditing channels, or this could happen.
All right, let's see what we got here going on. It's terrible. What a waste of technology. I don't know why people do this to themselves. Absolutely trash. Welcome back, everybody. The Savage Man is here, the Dr. Savage himself. Look, here's the thing. We're just over 2 weeks away from VidCon. That's right. 2 weeks away from VidCon, where Dr. Savage was born back in 2019. Now, here's the thing. If you want to meet Dr. Savage in person, or if you want to meet the incredibly famous Rob Wilson in person, here's what you do. You go and you buy yourself some plane tickets. You buy yourself some tickets to the VidCon. You walk up the stairs and you go over to the vidIQ booth. You'll see Jeff from El Jefe Reviews over there. You will see Tish from the Artist Haven over there giving the audits. And I want you to walk right up to the front. You go up to Alina, who's going to be there helping people out, and you say, I want to meet the Dr. Savage and the Rob Wilson. And she will look you square in the eye and say, they're not here. They're way too popular and famous. They'll never be here ever again. Their riders are terrible. We couldn't fulfill them. They're never coming back here. And that's how a Savage Man starts the live stream.
So true. So true.
Would you like to audit some channels?
Not really, but I'll do it anyway. Right. So let's go ahead and let's throw in. Here's the thing. Speaking of my rider, you know what's on my rider? M&Ms. I only eat red and blue and green M&Ms though, because I don't trust the brown ones. You can't tell if they went bad or where they went. So let's go ahead and put in like red, blue, and green M&Ms as the hashtags. I believe in the Savage M&Ms. I will never touch a brown or black M&M.
Pretzel M&Ms.
I have. It's an abomination.
Yeah, I agree. For
I like the crunchy ones,
I agree.
Is everybody okay with
max
this
count?
hashtag?
Oh, come on, Dan. We're gonna
There you go. I love it. That's the perfect.
If you can enter the drawing by typing this hashtag in chat, you deserve to have your channel.
Yeah, entries 0 right now.
Yes, exactly right. That's why I like it. I still get paid the same.
Three have managed it.
Wow.
Let's draw it now, Dan. Let's draw
I'm
one.
kind of impressed by that.
Let's do it.
All right.
By the way, this is probably going to be more of an alternative channel audit. Just a fair warning.
This is what, look, people figured it out. They're starting to copy and paste each other. Look at them, just like a savage person would. I like it. One person gets it right, you copy and paste. That's exactly the way you do it in life. It's the way the doctor does it. All right, let's see.
Shards of Gaming.
Shards of Gaming. Let's make games. All right, Shards of Gaming. I'm going to give you a shot here. What do we got here? All right, 7 years. Discord party mode. Discord. I don't trust Discord. I really don't. I don't know about Discord, man. Why would you name something off of something that means like problems and issues? Why don't you just call it chaos instead? Doesn't make any kind of sense to me. I'm gonna go to chaos and just type to a bunch of random people on the internet. Doesn't sound safe to me. Let's see. We got these YouTube shorts because I'm sure no one's gonna want to spend more than about 30 to 40 seconds watching this channel. What do we got here? What is this blue thing? It looks like, oh, okay. It's a person holding a game system. All right. What does that say? I can't read it.
Where?
What is he holding up?
This?
Right there in the middle. Yeah, what does it say? What does that say?
Start here.
Start, yeah, but what does it say underneath that? How to make video
for free.
Well, how do you do that? Let me see. Well, go ahead and click that real quick. I want to see how to make me a video game, sell it. $39.95 every 5 minutes. That's how I do mine. That's my normal pricing. What is this? I fell asleep already. Let's get out of here, man. You show me a darn desktop screen, you get me confused, look like I'm looking at the Matrix. No, thank you.
Oh.
Moving on.
Thanks for upsetting Savage.
Shards of Gaming. Come on.
111 people. Impressive.
Yeah, listen, people know how to copy and paste. It didn't take long.
Kraken.
Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Good luck finding this channel, I think.
Yeah,
this is going to be a tough one.
We may find a Seattle Kraken
channel. Okay, so this is the
there's a
logo we're looking for.
A blue thing in the middle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is your first problem.
Oh, is this them?
There we are. Right under the
Yeah.
Seattle Kraken.
Look at that. Gameplay, guide, and tips. All right. The guy got some lightsabers. I've been watching that Obi-Wan Kenobi. I like that. That's a good show. You got Mario up there. I like that. So you got Star Wars and Mario. That makes sense. And then let's see. What else you got on here? Let's see. You got some. Is that one of them Gokios or whatever those things are called? The Yu-Gi-Ohs, whatever the heck they are. Oh, little Lego guys with the Johnny Depp dude. All right, that's nice. Looks to me like this is a cohesive channel where it makes sense exactly what I'm going to see. I can't wait to subscribe to this channel right away because I know I'm going to get the highest quality of garbage ever. I like some high quality garbage. I always subscribe to those channels. So let me see. What's this latest video? Let's see. Let's 20 minutes. Is this almost 20? Oh my Lord. What's happening here? Okay, there's some Legos. They're beating each other. I like that. That's kind of savage. All right. Okay, I'm bored. So tell me about the Stranger Things thing. Let's talk about something else. That's what. Can you imagine Kraken? So I don't know if Kraken it doesn't matter who Kraken is. Can you imagine Kraken sitting in their bedroom, thinking of the YouTube dreams, editing this video? Actually, they're not even editing. You notice they don't edit nothing. Sitting there at a computer as they're uploading their latest masterpiece to YouTube, thinking one day this is going to be my career. Oh my goodness, Kraken, you better not call in sick ever to your McDonald's job ever again because they're going to need you and you're going to need them. Let's move along to one more because this is not a good start to the Savage stream. One more. Man, I hope they have unemployment for the next couple of years. It looks like we need a lot of people going to need it. Xiu Ming, the Clash Mini. All right. Sounds good. Oops. Clash Mini. Sounds like some type of pizza or something. Xiu Ming. I think I went there once. Had good teriyaki rolls. All right. What do we got?
It's like Clash of Clans.
All right, what is that? Clash of Clans. What does that mean?
I think that's a video game.
You think? Aren't you the video game expert we always talk about? You think?
I think.
Oh my God. We got damn
Clash Mini. That's okay. So it's literally called Clash Mini.
So that's a smaller version of Clash. Does it mean the bigger version was too popular? He's like, listen, that Smash regular size, I can't handle that. But the minis, I'm gonna make me a YouTube channel out of that. I'm gonna be rich and famous. Let me see. How many views they got? Okay, they got a couple here and there. All right. Thumbnails are not too bad, looking pretty colorful. Looking a little bit like a unicorn threw up, but that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, look. I proclaim you channel of the week, Savage channel of the week.
Nice.
It gets you the ability to buy a Savage Max, which is only $79.95 every 5 minutes. You can go ahead and put your name and credit card number and, of course, where you live and everything else in an email to me later today. I will make sure to send you nothing. I appreciate everyone for coming on through today. vidIQ appreciates you because without you coming here, they can't pay me. And, that's kind of the most important thing.
Right. Well, thank you for dropping in. And I hope you enjoy your Subway, right? Subway today?
Oh, it's on its way. It should be here any minute. I can't wait. It's kind of crazy because DoorDash really upsets me. You can't really complain to the DoorDash people because they just drive around picking up your food and snotting in it most of the time. I like the ones that are stapled. I don't really trust the food that is open. When they come and they got the paper open, they go, here you go. I'm like, hell yeah, thank you. Because the one thing you never do, you never upset someone who messes with your stomach or your food. You never want to do that at all because it's never a good thing. So when they hand me that open bag, I smile them. I say, thank you very much. I throw it right in the trash. I don't trust them. The people driving around with cars you would never get in and that they delivering food. Are you serious? No.
I saw something recently that said like 80% or some absurd number of those drivers do sample the food from customers. And I forget where that was from.
If I see someone biting into my Subway sandwich, we're going to have a fight.
Are you going to notice if you throw the food straight in the trash?
Well, if I throw it in the trash, it don't matter then. Maybe I'll give it to Nathan, the Savage cat.
So you see what they're doing out here now for deliveries is they're like essentially taping and stapling the bag shut. So
man, now y'all got me all scared. I got this thing. I'm gonna look at this person when they come to my screen. I'm gonna fingerprint them. I'm gonna ask them questions. I'm gonna interview them, and I'm gonna drug test them right after before they give me my Subway sandwich.
By the way, if you're still here, the stream ended like 2 minutes ago. We're still live, but
who needs to cook when you got DoorDash? What kind of a question is that? I mean, I'm a savage, but I'm not a crazy savage. What are you talking about? I'm civilized.
That's right.
First-hand experience here as well from Dashing Grandpa. I wonder if that is like a DoorDash YouTube channel. They just
there's plenty.
I'm kind of curious now.
Chronicle their adventures in the world of DoorDashing.
They do the job that I'm too lazy to do, so I appreciate them. I salute them.
This is a thing.
Yeah, it looks like it. Cool.
So
Go ahead and get rich and famous by being a DoorDasher. Go ahead and do it.
your next video idea is I sampled food from 10 different DoorDash customers.
Oh no.
I'm about to throw up now. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming through. Hope we see you on the internets tomorrow. If you are lucky enough, you might get your video reviewed by Dan. Can you imagine that? All this time you've been like, listen, I can't wait for this YouTube dream to come. And then Dan comes up and says, what's this channel about again? It might be a game. I don't know if it's a game. He's the gaming expert. Can you imagine the type of reviews you're going to get tomorrow? It's going to be exciting.
Oh yeah.
Hold on to your pants.
So don't miss tomorrow's live stream starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, whenever that is Pacific time. And yeah, I'm just trying to find the outro now. I found the Savage intro. Here's the outro. Bye, everybody.
That's good.
If only the music was still playing.
Yeah, right?